After 10 years of following Claire around like a puppy, she eventually got tired of me and put up an ad on her social media to trade me away. Awesome cook available 24/7. Highest bidder takes him. The guy she was crushing on liked the post immediately. 10 minutes later, she deleted it and casually uploaded a new one saying, "Just a punishment for losing a game. Don't worry about it." But someone had already worried about it. Claire's former best friend, who I knew had some serious health issues, called me right away offering a crazy amount of money for me to be her private chef. I didn't even hesitate to take the offer. When Alara Vance called, I was actually in the middle of cooking lunch and just picked up on autopilot. "Is this Ben?" "Yeah, this is Alara Vance." "This is him. What can I do for you?" I was confused. I had no clue why Alara Vance would be calling me. During our freshman orientation at the university, everyone had to live in the dorms. Alara was Claire's roommate back then. After orientation week, they both moved into their own places off campus, but they stayed friendly. I didn't know her that well. I'd only run into her a few times because of Claire. The voice on the phone said, "I saw Claire's post. I remember you're an amazing cook. Would you think about coming to work for me?" Alara laid it all out in just a few sentences, then dropped the number. $5,000 a month, how does that sound? If you need more—" "Wait," I said, finally catching up. "What post?" I put her on speaker, switched apps, and checked Claire's feed. There was nothing there. Alara paused, her calm, nice voice sounding a bit confused. "You didn't see it?" A second later, she texted me a screenshot of Claire's post. Claire had put it up 2 minutes ago and had hidden it from me specifically. "Transferring my errand boy. Great cook on call 24/7. Highest bidder wins." Under the likes, one profile picture jumped out at me. It was my roommate, Kyle. The same Kyle that Claire had loudly announced she was going to chase after. It felt like someone had punched a hole in my chest. I just stood there, totally stunned. "I need a chef." Alara's cool, distant voice brought me back to reality. "The price is negotiable." "Okay." My voice shook a little. "I'll do it." I gripped my phone and agreed. After hanging up, I looked at the table full of food I had just made and suddenly felt stupid. My dad is a driver for the Hawthorne family, and my mom is their housekeeper. So I grew up in the staff quarters on the Hawthorne estate. Claire loved having me around to play with ever since we were little, and she insisted I go to the same schools as her. Just like that, 10 years flew by. When it was time for college, even though I wanted to go somewhere else, Claire gave me that sad look, and I caved, following her to Boston. After a decade together, I thought we were best friends. I had even secretly started liking her as more than a friend. That was until college actually started, and Claire met Kyle. It was love at first sight for her. She came to me constantly, asking for help on how to get him to like her. My heart sank every time, but I stayed calm and agreed to help her. Even if we couldn't be together, I thought our friendship was real, until I saw that screenshot. In Claire's eyes, I wasn't a friend. I was just an errand boy she could pass around. After we got to college, Claire became incredibly picky with food. She hated the cafeteria and wouldn't eat takeout, so I made time every day to go over and cook for her. When she skipped her easy classes, I went for her and did the assignments. If she needed errands run or water brought to her, I did it. Thinking back, it's no wonder Claire thought I was just a servant she could trade. And I was the idiot who thought a rich girl like Claire would ever see me as an equal. With a bitter smile, I snapped a photo of the food I'd just made and sent it to Alara. "I just finished cooking. Do you want to eat now? I can bring it over." Alara replied instantly. "Yes." Then she transferred me $200 and sent her address. Getting paid helped the sadness fade a bit, but then the anger hit. Claire never paid me a cent. So what gave her the right to treat me like help? And what gave her the right to trade me? Ilara was way more generous. Just as I was heading out, Ilara sent another screenshot of Claire's feed. Punishment for losing a game. Don't worry about it. Sorry, looks like she was just joking. My mistake. Joking? My heart dropped again. Even if it was a joke, it meant that to Claire, I was just someone she could humiliate for a laugh. I texted Ilara back. It's fine. Our deal still stands. Okay. Ilara sent a sticker of a waiting puppy. I stared at the cute animation in silence. Ilara didn't seem like the type to use stickers. One of my roommates was a local and went to high school with Ilara. He told me she was notoriously hard to get along with. She had an angelic face, but she was cold. Her words could destroy you, and she didn't respect anyone. I started to get nervous. If she hated my cooking, would she yell at me? I didn't mind yelling, but would she ask for a refund? It was $200 after all. Anxious, I followed the map to Ilara's place. I stared at the massive standalone villa and paused. Why couldn't I be one of the rich people in this story? I rang the bell. Ilara answered, her face incredibly pale. I froze, a question popping into my head. Was she this thin the last time I saw her? She was wearing a baggy black t-shirt. Her shoulders held it up, but the rest just hung there like it was empty. The skin on her face was pulled tight over her bones, making her features look sharp. After saying hello, I asked, "Are you sick?" She seemed shocked by how direct I was, stunned for a second before giving a quiet, "Mm-hmm. Good thing I made something light." I walked in and unpacked the food from the insulated bag. I made this quickly. If you don't like anything, tell me. Okay. My worries were a waste of time. In less than 10 minutes, Ilara had eaten everything, leaving the plates clean. She looked like she hadn't eaten in weeks. But that didn't make sense. She was rich. I didn't dwell on it. Seeing she was done, I went to clean up. I got it. Ilara beat me to it, taking the dishes to the kitchen. Huh? A pretty decent boss. I sat in the living room scrolling on my phone and got a text from Claire. Where did you go? Kyle said he wants to try some food from our hometown. I remember you make that one dish really well. Add it to the list for later. Oh, and no green onions for him. You haven't finished cooking yet, right? Whatever. If you're rushing, just make extra without onions. Is she ordering me around like a servant? No, I replied firmly. I've been transferred. You can cook for yourself. The typing bubbles appeared for a long time, but she never sent a reply. Ilara came out of the kitchen, pulled out her phone with a blank face, and transferred me $5,000. She didn't say a word, but the money spoke loud enough. I stared at my bank app, excited. If I was going to be an errand boy, I'd rather do it for someone like this. We came to an agreement. I would cook lunch and dinner. On days I didn't have class, I'd come over. If I had class, I'd meal prep and leave it in the warmer. But I felt guilty taking that much cash just for cooking, so I decided to be her personal assistant too, available whenever she needed. Claire called, sounding a bit guilty. You saw the post? I didn't say anything because I didn't mean it. It was a joke. I stayed silent. Claire's voice got faster. Didn't I post later that it was fake? I didn't actually mean to trade you. A guy's voice came through the background. Claire, you and Ben used to be close. It makes sense he's mad. Just give him time to cool off. Let's go get sushi. I know a spot. It was Kyle. After hearing him, Claire seemed to switch gears. You need to think about this. I can't keep you attached to my hip forever. Then she hung up. That was insane. Attached to her hip? She was being ridiculous. Any feelings I had left for her disappeared. I blocked her on everything. I'm not stupid. Once college started, I realized I liked Claire, so I did whatever she wanted. I even hid my feelings to help her chase Kyle. but Kyle was always annoyed that I was around. To make him happy, Claire decided to draw a line by humiliating me, making it clear I was just a servant she could toss away. If that's how it was, I wasn't sticking around to be insulted. I started splitting my time between campus and Alara's house. Her place was a 20-minute walk, but claiming she didn't want to waste my time, Alara bought me a scooter. It was a brand new, top-of-the-line model. When she handed me the keys, I was genuinely touched. Life was so different depending on who you were with. With Alara, I had everything. With Claire, I just got treated like dirt. After that day, the vibe in my dorm got weird. Kyle would brag about the expensive watch Claire bought him, or the fancy dinners. But no one cared. I was busy running around, cooking and studying, and by night I was dead tired. My other roommates were either gaming or studying. After a week of this, Kyle couldn't handle the lack of attention. After class one day, I got on my scooter, ready to head to Alara's. I twisted the handle, but it didn't move. Someone was pulling it from behind. I turned to see Claire grabbing the back of the seat. She frowned. "Ben, I know you're mad at Kyle, but you can't team up with people to bully him." Bully him? I was confused. Did I hit him? Did I yell at him? Claire's face looked pale. "He said you and the roommates are freezing him out." I laughed. "Claire, we've been friends for years. He's your boyfriend. Can't you just be normal about this?" Friends? Normal? Who announced to the world I was an errand boy? Who wasn't being normal? Who used me for a game? There was no point arguing. I said coldly, "Let go. I'm busy." Claire didn't let go. She looked disappointed. "You're only bullying him because I like him, aren't you? Ben, even if we can't be together, we're friends. Besides, me not liking you has nothing to do with Kyle. Even if he wasn't around, it wouldn't happen. We've known each other so long. If it was going to happen, it would've." She was just rambling, so she knew how I felt the whole time, which meant she made me help her chase Kyle on purpose. "Ben," she said seriously, "I think you need a girlfriend. I have friends I can introduce you to. You've met Alara too, but don't even think about it. Her standards are too high." "Hey, how long are you going to talk?" A familiar voice cut in. A hand patted my shoulder. Claire turned to see Alara walk past her, swing a long leg over, and sit on the back of my scooter. "I need to get home and eat. If you have something to say, text him." Alara sounded bored. "Alara?" Claire looked between us, suspicious. "No wonder you had the guts to block me. You found a new target." She sneered. "Ben, your feelings really are cheap." Alara sighed. "Cheap? Weren't you just telling Ben to find a girlfriend? Now that he has, you're mad?" Claire's face dropped. "Alara, are you serious?" Alara didn't deny it. "I'm pursuing him." I felt my face heat up. Alara was basically campus royalty. My boss was using her reputation to defend me. She really had my back. The air got heavy. Claire took a step back, breathing hard. "Alara, do you know that Ben is—" "Claire!" Kyle appeared right on time, grabbing Claire's arm. "It's okay, you don't have to defend me. I'm moving out anyway." Claire calmed down, then glared at me. "Stop pretending. You're just trying to provoke me. On one hand, you bully Kyle out of jealousy. On the other, you get Alara to put on a show. You have a lot of tricks, but I'm not falling for it." She walked away with Kyle, whispering loudly as she passed Alara. "I don't know what Ben offered you, but you don't have to play his games." I felt a weight on my back as Alara rested her head against me. Her hair tickled my neck. I stiffened up. "Let's go. I'm hungry." Her voice was low and breathy, almost like she was whining. I shook the thought out of my head, ignored Claire, and sped off. Back at the house, I apologized. "Sorry, your friendship with Claire is messed up because of me." "I only knew her because of you anyway," Alara said. I remembered the first time we met. It was a party where everyone got drunk and Claire called me to pick her up. Only Alara was sober, leaning against a couch in a black dress, looking elegant. She asked if I was there for Claire. When I went to help Claire up, Alara beat me to it. "Let's go," she had said flatly. She helped Claire to the car and left. After that, I saw Alara everywhere Claire was. Alara's voice brought me back. She looked at me. "Is that all you wanted to say?" "Right," she defended me. "Maybe," I asked. "Do you need help with your elective homework?" The professor for the class I was taking for Claire had assigned essays. I wrote them ages ago. No point giving them to Claire now. Alara blinked, then smiled a little. "Yes." My phone buzzed. $500. I tried not to smile. "Take it," she insisted. So I did. After that, Claire texted from a new number. "Let's see how long you can keep this up. You better act this tough in front of your parents." "Her parents?" I sneered. When Kyle moved out, he warned me that when he married Claire, he'd have my dad and mom fired. I needed to get my family out of the Hawthorne house fast. My parents brought me to the city to be Claire's playmate. Back then, Claire defended me when rich kids made fun of me. But now she was just like them. When I applied for college, I wanted to go to San Francisco. Claire's mom asked me to go to Boston with Claire so we could look out for each other, promising me a job at the company later. My parents relied on them, so they wanted me to agree. And Claire wanted me there. So I changed my plans. But once we got there, Claire's mom asked me to spy on her dating life. I refused. Shortly after, an antique vase broke at the Hawthorne house while my mom was cleaning. It cost them their savings. I realized later it wasn't an accident. The vase was a fake setup. Claire's mom did it to punish me for not spying. I slammed the knife down on the cutting board. "What's wrong?" Alara asked from behind me. "Nothing." "Final stress?" she asked. "Focus on studying. You don't have to come over." "Really?" I turned to look at her. "Best boss ever." "What are your summer plans?" she asked. "Probably an internship here. If I go home, my mom will make me help at the Hawthorne house." "Come be my assistant. Double pay. You in?" "I'm in." I stayed in Boston. My mom called, worried about rent. I told her my internship included housing. She asked if I was dating anyone because Claire had come home looking unhappy and mentioned it. I told her not to listen to Claire and that my relationship with Claire wouldn't affect their jobs. I started a food vlog that summer. One video went viral and I got sponsors. I edited Alara into a video anonymously as a mystery CEO. The internet went crazy shipping us. I was making bank. "They want us to be a couple," Alara noted, looking at the comments over my shoulder. "I can stop if it's weird," I said nervously. "I'm ready to play along anytime," she whispered, leaning close. My ears burned. "I should pay you an appearance fee," I stammered. "Fine, you decide how much." By the time school started, I had 500,000 followers. I was making serious money. When I went home for a holiday, avoiding the Hawthorne house, Claire's mom showed up at our apartment. "Ben, I heard Claire is dating. Why didn't you tell me?" "I don't have a say in her life, Mrs. Hawthorne." She sighed, playing the disappointed mother card. "I thought you'd be my son-in-law. If you had told me she wouldn't be with him, help me get rid of him, and we can discuss your future at the company." She was trying to manipulate me. I didn't buy it anymore. "We're adults now. We have separate lives." Her smile froze. "When you have no power, obedience is wise. Shame you missed your chance to change your destiny." She left. I told my mom to quit immediately. I explained the vase setup. My mom was angry and agreed. She was a great cook. She'd find work. My dad was a driver and bodyguard. He was safe for now. That night, Claire called from another unknown number. You made your mom quit just to spite me? Ben, how are you so selfish? I admit it, you win, she said suddenly. I'll break up with Kyle. Come over, and stop messing with Alara. You think she's a saint? I hung up. No one badmouths my boss. Back at school, I was surrounded by drama. Kyle accused me of making Claire break up with him. Claire claimed it was her idea. Then she started stalking me, bringing me breakfast, trying to audit my classes. I've been thinking about us, she said. You miss your free servant, I said bluntly. Don't make it sound ugly. I can make it sound uglier. You think I'm after your money? How did you know? I knew because when she was in the hospital for food poisoning recently, I overheard her telling a friend she wouldn't date me because of my status, and that she only liked Kyle to make a point. Let's be together, she said now, desperate. I don't care about the money anymore. I dodged her hand. Stop acting. She didn't listen. She kept harassing me until I got a call. Ben, come quick. Claire and Alara are fighting. I rushed to the bar, broken glass everywhere. Claire had a cut on her lip, but Alara was in a corner, scratching on her face. Damn it! Why the face? I rushed to Alara. Are you okay? Claire shouted. Ben, aren't you here for me? Another bottle smashed. I helped Alara up. She stumbled into my arms. She smelled like expensive perfume and alcohol. I'm taking Alara, I told the friend. Ben, you're leaving me, Claire screamed. She hit me. She's a snake. I blocked you. She showed you that post on purpose. I'm dizzy, Alara mumbled into my neck. You'll regret this, Claire yelled as we left. At Alara's, I cleaned her cuts. Does it hurt? She looked at me intensely. I wasn't just getting hurt. She looks worse than me. She was proud of winning the fight. I almost laughed. Why argue with her? Are you defending her? No, I'm saying you got hurt. I touched her face without thinking, then pulled back. Are you worried about me? She leaned in, our noses almost touching. I'll get water. I panicked and tried to stand. She grabbed my wrist, pulling me down so I was hovering over her. My face was on fire. She looked incredible. But she was drunk. I couldn't take advantage. I'll get water. I pulled away and ran to the kitchen. Later, she texted me to go home. Things got weird after that. She was distant. Then the news broke. Apex Biosystems CEO divorce scandal. Harris's status at risk. Alara's company. That explained her mood. Rumors said she was cut off and broke. I rushed to her house, but the butler said she wasn't seeing anyone. I checked my bank account and transferred her 6 figures. Use this for emergencies. I sent another text offering to pay for an apartment for her. She finally texted back that evening. Come downstairs. She looked fine. Why did you send money? I saw the news. I thought you were in trouble. You'd give me money? She laughed. What are we? Friends? Are you this nice to all friends? I guess. I don't want to be friends, she said. Can't you tell I like you? I froze. What? I like you. Is this because you're broke and need a cook? She looked annoyed. I have money. The news is fake. It doesn't affect me. Why wouldn't I like you? Because of who I am. The gap is too big. I learned that the hard way. What gap? You're a self-made guy. I'm just a rich kid who needs you to do my homework. I was speechless. I don't care. She laced her fingers with mine. Ben, be my boyfriend. I thought about it. I liked her. I nodded. She immediately slipped a ring on my finger. Fits perfectly. When did you get this? I've been planning this. I measured you while you slept. We were inseparable after that. Eventually, I asked, when did you start liking me? A long time ago, she said. I was kidnapped as a kid, taken to a village near Denver. I escaped 5 times. The last time a boy found me, gave me food, and saved me. I looked at her, the image merging with a memory. That was you? Yeah. The trauma gave me an eating disorder. Hypnotherapy helped for a while, but the memories came back recently. I couldn't eat. Until I ate your food again. It was the only thing I could stomach. So when you looked sick, I was starving. I wasn't ignoring you during the scandal. I was at therapy. The house was just being cleaned. I kissed her cheek. I'll feed you forever. Kiss me here? She pointed to her lips. We kissed. When do I meet your parents? She asked. That other person met them. New Year's, I promised. Ilara's perspective. Good news? I found him. Bad news? He likes my roommate. And she sucks. I'll just be her friend to stay close. He made a cake. Claire didn't want it, so I ate it all. Why does she get him? Finally. The transfer post. I bought him immediately. He thinks I'm just helping him act out a drama to make Claire jealous. Ugh. But I get to see him every day. The bar fight, I punched her. Worth it. Then Ben took care of me. I wanted to kiss him, but he ran away to get water. He thinks I'm broke, so he sent me all his money? That's true love? I'm proposing. Claire's perspective. Claire waited for Ben to regret leaving. She figured Ilara would get bored of a servant's son, but then she saw them meeting as parents. She saw the engagement. She tried to date other guys, but she missed Ben. She realized too late that Ben was the only one who never asked her for anything. Her friends and mother had poisoned her mind, telling her Ben was a social climber. She let her prejudice ruin the only real thing she had. Now, across the ocean, he was happy without her. She was just a memory.